Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nadia. I'm a Vedic astrologer and psychic medium. So today we are going to talk about Saturn moving retrograde from 13th of July. Let me write it down here. 13th of July until 27th of November. All right, that's me for the 4 month period. I will divide my explanation into several parts, and the timestamp will be in description box, along with my personal details if you're interested to book a personal reading with me. So finally, here we go. Summer came, and Sunny will move retrograde, right, as usual. For the 4 month period, again, I will repeat between 13th of July. That's mean an upcoming 1 week period until 27th of November. Okay. Now, people who gonna feel it the most, obviously, if you're going to Sadasati, okay, Sadasati, or if you're going to Shani return, okay, return. That's mean Shani right now transiting over your Shani itself. Then this is gonna activate it automatically regardless of your dasha. Okay. Number three, obviously, if you are going to Mahadasha, Antradasha, or Pre-Antradasha of Shani itself, obviously you will be able to feel it. Okay. If let's say, for example, number four here, if your ascendant or moon are in Pisces, okay, so definitely also you're gonna feel it. All right. Number five, which is exceptional, if let's say, for example, you are actually going through Dasha of planet actually sits in the Pisces, right? And then Shani right now is transiting over it, then also you will feel this Shani retrograde. Okay. Now, Shani as overall kind of comfortable in the sign of Pisces, okay, for few reasons. Number one, because one of the nakshatras in Pisces, it Uttarabhadrabadha, and it's ruled by Shani itself. Okay, so it feels comfortable. It's feeling its own home. Okay, number one. Number two, Shani actually feels comfortable when you put it into difficult situation or difficult houses. So Shani being the planet that has the element of Dushtana on it, you put it in the house of Dushtana itself. Therefore, it can actually manifest for us a good result. Now, that not necessarily means a good result in a positive way, okay, or in negative way. It can come as a protection or prevent of something that can happen out of your Pisces as the sign in your chart. Shani here will start to block that. Now, Shani, when it's retrograde. So, what is Shani retrograde? I will pin the blog about it. I wrote few articles about Shani retrograde and how you can decode it. But the simplest way we can explain it is that if Shani is limitation, right? X restriction, I just not letting you do this, do that. It just block, correct? When it moves retrograde, that's mean the planet is in irregular movement. Irregular. When it's irregular, it start to give us reversal result. Wherever the planet is, whether it's Shani, it is Mars, is it whatever it will start to give reversal result. So if we assume that Nadia Shani being in my 12th house, it really blocked me to do this, to do that, traveling, attending my education, changing my job, and whatsoever. I just being in chaos, Nadia, since maybe March, right? Because Shani actually moved to Pisces in the month of March, I think around the end of the week of March, something like that. The situation, Nadia, just being so chaotic for me, it just being block, or things is just being delay. Now, when Shani itself move retrograde, that's mean it will tell you, I will remove all of that blockage. Okay, so let me just delete all of the case. I will remove all of this blockage. Okay, I will give you whatever you want, but one thing I'm gonna let you experience, which is mental and emotional disturbance and turbulence. Okay, so that's mean Shani in Pisces is actually a good thing. Okay, if you've been facing delay obstacles since March, Shani retrograde here will start to give you reversal result of that. But if Shani, since that March, okay, last week of March, it's been giving a lot of goodness, abundance, and just like being in the up sky, Shani retrograde here can rectify things for you, which will start to question you. Did you took a right decisions in the last 3 months until now or not? Okay, Shani here will start to let us question our actions, question our decision, or sometimes also because retrograde has a karmic, excuse me, Shani retrograde has a karmic baggage on it that it need to be released. And this is gonna be the first release of Shani retrograding in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so of course Shani will be there until 2028. All right, but I believe that the retrogradation that we're gonna experience with Shani being in Pisces will be this year, 2025. That means the first shot of it will be 2025, 2025, and then we have 2026, 2026, 2027. Sorry. 2027. So we are just giving it the first shot of Shani retrograding here. That's mean whatever going to happen in upcoming period will be pretty much like a destined point, especially for it being in the Pisces. Pisces is the higher portal, all right? Like you are done, you are enough, you are done, that we are ending, we are closing. Therefore, the theme related to ending chapters or starting something new will to become very evident in upcoming period. Okay, will be very evident because Pisces has to do with new transformation, the cycle of death and rebirth, the same thing as a Scorpio. But I think Pisces is more into that death and rebirth energy because it's the last zodiac sign. Where in Scorpio, it shows transformation that it can give you another step forward on that particular thing or subject or aspect that you are looking for to transform, right? But Pisces here will be like jumping up, like either make it or break it situation. Okay, so I will definitely talk about it for every zodiac sign, but just let me go through the aspect of it. Okay, so as we all know that Shani, when it's retrograding, many astrologers said that it will impact the sign which is behind it. In my humble opinion, this time is not the case because Shani here will be retrograding from 7 degree something until 0 degree of Pisces. Okay, that means it's not even going to touch Aquarius at all. But true enough, it's going back bit from Uttara Bhadrapada into Purva Bhadrapada. As we know, Purva Bhadrapada is divided into two parts, right? The 70% of it is in Aquarius, and then we have the 30% remaining is in the sign of Pisces. Okay, but it may not really impact and influence Aquarius at all. So that's mean the houses that going to give some impact and influence here is Taurus, because the third aspect of it, Virgo heavily will be active here, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, Sagittarius. Okay, so this is gonna be the arms of Shani will start to give. Now let us start one by one when it comes to Taurus. So Taurus, as we know, now Venus obviously will move out, right? So this house gonna be quite empty, correct? Nothing gonna be there, actually. Maybe the only thing is gonna be there is just Uranus. So what does that mean here? What's gonna happen? So as we all know, Taurus usually has to do with finance, right? Finance, money, business. Always when we are talking about business, we need to look at the Venus and Mercury as a market. Okay, so Shani looking at the third aspect of it, usually it shows the aspect that shows difficulties. Now again, it will depend from person to person. Not everyone gonna feel this, but it can shows the person may feel some sort of restriction and limitation when it comes to finance. Or it shows that new ways of how you can deal with your money, excuse me, you deal with your money, with your finance gonna happen during this period. it shows that globally we're gonna see that there will be a difference in the way how we deal with trading, dealing with business, the market, and so on. I just saw today the news about the US tariff thing. I think it's gonna start to get applicable, right? Around this upcoming month, which is August. Now, this is what exactly Shani here showing us, that okay, because of the tariff, what's going on, and the taxation, and all of that. Now, different rule or different way how we're gonna deal with money will start to come up, or we need to find a solution how to deal with it. Okay, so you will start to see it in upcoming few months from now. All right. Now, after that, we have the seventh aspect of Shani. So, seventh aspect of Shani usually shows the power control or power struggle. Okay, it looking at the Virgo. So Virgo is another problematic sign, okay? Same like Pisces, okay? We are learning here. I'm not trying here to say that everyone who is Virgo or Pisces will be a problem, but we are talking here in general mundane level, that Virgo usually shows problems, issues, obstacles that we need to overcome out of it, okay? Yeah. So Virgo here usually shows collectively there will be some difficulties when it comes to communication, intellectual, connected, all right, getting into agreement, solving problems and issues. Now again, if you've been actually facing this type of issues in the last few months, then Shani here retrograding, that's mean I will just release for you. So you're just gonna go ahead and do whatever you want before I move direct again, and maybe I would block it back. Yeah. But if let's say everything was okay and you took actually some decision last period, right? Some drastic changes, some drastic steps and leap of faith. Now Shani moving retrograde, it will start to let you question yourself whether that decision that you took, it was the right thing or not. Or maybe some rectification will be needed in that particular aspect in your life. So there is some revisit in regards to whatever been happening in last period and what type of action and decision that you made in last period. Okay. And another thing also right now, because it looks at the 10th aspect of it, which is Sagittarius. So the 10th aspect of Shani usually shows a status and power, all right? Not as a struggle out of it, but it's actually a good aspect of Shani. It looks at from the 10th aspect from it, okay? So Shani here aspect Sagittarius, which we already witnessed about the war problems here and there and all of that, right? Usually it happens when we have a heavy fire element. Now, Shani looking at it, it can be a tricky situation. So either it can show that another fiery situation can show up because it's not done yet, right? Because it's all happened when Shani was in direct movement. Now, when it's moving in retrograde, it will start letting all of the issues and problems showing up again, and we'll be revisiting. Are we done with whatever happened? Are we done with the issues and problems that we started with? Or is gonna be another trigger where it can again move into negative direction? Okay, so Sagittarius, because this the 10th aspect of it, that's mean the most powerful aspect of Shani here. Therefore, it will ignite it. It's not gonna be fearful. It's not gonna be, there is hesitation here. There will be a full power out of it. Okay, so this can be one of the most interesting summer period, I would say. Actually also because Shani here looking at Uranus, because we have Uranus here. And so in Western astrology, they consider that Uranus is the spark, like sudden things, sudden change, sudden upheaval. All right. So when you set in generational also a planet here. So when Shani looking at Uranus, that's mean there is some change in the structure and foundation of our universe, or energetically how we are feeling about one another, how we are dealing with one another. There is a huge shift and huge revelation here, especially also because it's in the sign of Pisces that has to do with higher energies, higher realm, right? And it's the sign of God. So it shows that we will start to address a lot of issues and problems in our life. Where the things that is just stuck in my life, where the things that I just need to rectify, where the things that I just need to change it. This Saturn retrograde will be heavily a trigger that we need to wrap up and put our life together, because we cannot continue in this way anymore. Okay. So but again, it's more as purging, letting go, ending, rather than starting something new, to be very honest. Because the energy of starting something new, we will need Shani maybe to be in earth sign or in fire element, something like that. Or we need that heavy energy of fire and earth in order for us to create something. But when we have a lot of fire and water, if you notice here, this is a very strong combination. We have Shani also here, strong combination. Or you can see also that the planet, it just diverted into different placement, right? So Venus here is alone, Moon here is alone, Rahu alone. Of course, Moon we cannot consider because it's just moving, but it's like we have diversity in the energy, and we having a lack of Earth element here. That's mean it shows that in upcoming period, all we do is just changing, purging, ending, letting go, just like just want to swap and just change everything. Not necessarily means we are building something. So this is a period indeed we need to be careful of whatever we are doing, and are we ready actually to let go whatever we're supposed to let go? Okay. So yeah. Okay. So now let us talk about each zodiac sign. Okay. Let me just delete all of this. Here we go. All right, so Aries Lagna, we have Shani here is retrograding in your 12th house, right? And is the ruler of your 10th and 11th. So this is can be vary depend on your chart again. You see whether you are actually going through any activation of Shani or not, okay? But it can be slightly a problematic when it comes to your work and career. So you gotta be careful of your gains. You gotta be careful of how you manage actually your finance. You gotta be careful of not bragging and showing off too much of your work, okay, and achievement to people, because it can indicate unexpected enemies and opposition may happen. You need to also to be careful of how you are actually executing your work, because Shani here, the 10th lord, right? And he's moving retrograde. That's mean there are some things that you have done in the past. Maybe it will revisit again because maybe you did some mistake, something was just not aligned, or just like something need to get done here, right? So this is one of the things that you need to be careful of. Also, aspect related to traveling because of work, traveling because of some duties comes to you. It will show up during this period. If you are actually in employment, it can indicate that there will be a huge reshuffle in your department or in your company, where slightly is towards losses. So either as losing people, or losing the business, or losing the money in the business. So you just need to be careful and just tied up yourself as much as you can. Okay. It's not the negative thing. It can actually show the person may get a job, may travel, may get an opportunity which is correlating to a foreign land. So some collaboration related to foreign element can happen. But at the same time, just the fact that Shani is sitting in your 12th house, you just need to be careful of it. Okay. So good luck for Aries. Now, coming to Taurus. So we can see that Shani is retrograding in your 11th house and is the ruler of your 9th and 10th. So this combination can show, okay, let me put it in this way. If there's something you've been working on, all right, and then suddenly you lose it and you really want to get it back, then Shani here will help you a lot. If let's say you've been misunderstood or misguided, or some miscommunication happened among your people, whether it's professional network circle, whether it's family members and so on, Shani here will try to rectify things. If you've been actually wanting and desiring to get a new job, or maybe traveling, or just something just being stuck there and just I'm unable to get it through, Shani here will help you. So excuse me, Shani actually here indicate wish fulfillment for Taurus Lagna. But again, You just need to be careful of not taking drastic action and decision. You need to still calculate the steps, see whether it's the right action or not, see whether this is the good thing to for me or not. Don't do things impulsively. Because true enough, Shani here can be giving you very good. Because 11th house usually is not a harmful house at all. It's a house of wish fulfillment. So as if it's telling you, okay, if in the last period you were unable to fulfill your wishes and desires, now I'm gonna give it to you because Shani here will be even extra karmic, extra destined. Yeah, it will start to give. But again, you just need to be careful of taking that step towards it, or just be calculative as much as you can so you just don't get yourself into trouble when the suddenly later on move direct. Okay, so well, good luck for Taurus. Now coming to Gemini. So for Gemini here, we can see Shani is retrograding in your 10th house, and is the lord of your 8th, lord of your 11th, sorry, 9th house. For Shani, it can be a quite I don't want to say average because it depends actually how was your performance in the last 3 months until this point of time, right? If you think life has been very good with you, work was great, I changed my job, everything just fantastic for me, nothing happened badly, Nadia, during March until now, then Shani retrograde here, you gotta be careful. Okay, you gotta be careful in the sense that there can be some mistakes or misunderstanding, miscommunication may happen with the higher authorities, or it can show also unexpected enemies and opposition may happen. Okay, it also shows that people can really pinpointing flaws and mistakes on you. Now, this, if your situation was good in the last period and indeed you change your position and direction, right? That not necessary to be a negative thing for you. It is that you need to be careful because Shani here will question you to rectify things or to be more careful because of that new change that you have done in the last 3 months. Okay. Let's assume another category that Nadia, since 3 months, my life has just been very heavy when it comes to career. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm just feeling lost. I cannot get a job, etc., etc. Then Saturn retrograde here can indeed gives you unexpected change, unexpected opportunity, unexpected business contract, job. All right. Maybe if let's say you want to finalize your paperwork because it has to do with the traveling or education, right? Something has to do with expansion here, then also it can happen during this period. If let's say there were a wish or desire, okay, that you were unable to really fulfill it, because ninth house is actually Bavad Bhavamuri of 12 of your 11th house. That means it's actually the house of luck and manifestation. So if you've been feeling stuck, low, uneasy in last period, Shani here will start to give it to you. But again, you gotta be careful in your actions, steps, and behavior so you don't get into trouble and mistake when Shani moves direct in November or December onward. Okay, so good luck for Gemini. Now comes to Cancer. Now for Cancer, we can see that Shani is the lord of your 7th, lord of your 9th, 8th, sorry, and it's retrograding in your 8th, in your 9th house. This is can be again, it depends on your personal chart, honestly speaking, because Shani here is a quite heavy planet that need to have a strong analysis on it. All right, so it can be connected here mostly in regards to the marriage, family, and also in-laws. All right. So Shani here can revive back topics regards to this. So again, it depends on how was your last 3 and 4 months. If let's say everything was quite peaceful and life is good and things was all right, then Shani retrograde here may start to kind of letting you question you by yourself, questioning whether your decision actually to get into a relationship or being married to this person, or maybe give and take that you have done with your person was a right thing to do or not. This period can let you slightly doubtful about the companionship, business partnership, or even a friendship that you are at right now, because seven house is not always connected to marriage. It can also show our business partner, the people that we work with closely, yeah, and also even our close friends. It can be seen from the seven house itself. So because there is the activation of eight throughout nine, and both of them, I really consider them as the spiritual houses, so it may indicate the person will go through some sort of life lesson during this period, epiphany, realization of what they are looking for and what they want, what they need when it comes to a marriage and relationship. Okay. Um, it can also indicate that the person will start to desire, we can say, desire to change the way or the dynamic of their marriage and relationship is. So let's say, for example, you have certain routine, right, to do in your home, on your workplace. Now because Saturn here moving retrograde, you would like to change something. Maybe I wake up a bit late, or maybe I wake up a bit earlier, maybe I do something different here. There is some changes he would like to come up out of you in upcoming period. All right, again, mostly in the context of marriage, relationship, partnership, friendship. Now, the eighth house here, it also can indicate the person will witness some changes with their in-laws, all right, or in their personal private life, or again in term of mental emotional state. Because eighth house, not only the in-laws, it can also indicate your subconscious mind, right? Your subconscious mind, but your fear sometimes also things that you usually hide from people. You don't really showing it a lot, right? Shani retrograde here, it will start to let you become more bold, more courageous, all right? Your self-esteem, your self-confidence here can be slightly tested, but I believe is in the good way. And again, if you been wanting to manifest something in our last period but just unable to get it done, Shani here seems like gonna give it to you because it's moving retrograde. That's mean that karmic thing, that luck that's supposed to come to you, that destined thing that's supposed to happen to you, it shall happen in upcoming period. All right. So good luck for Cancer. Now coming to Leo. In Leo, we can see that Shani will be retrograding in your eighth house and is the lord of your seventh and sixth house. It's almost the same as a Cancerian energy. It will gives us an activation connected to our marriage, relationship, partnership, friendship, right? Our professional network circle, our connections. All right. It also shows something related to in-laws may get activated. This is a period can be quite heavy to your in-laws. Some theme related to them or related to your spouse may show up during this time, where it can impact and influence the way how life is been going in last few years, for example, in last few months. Okay, this is going to activate something. If let's say, for example, you been in not really in a good term with your marriage and relationship, it shows that things may start to get better with time. All right. It can also indicate if there been any issues, any problem related to law, all right, maybe debt or something has to do with finance. Shani retrograding in the eighth house, it can really fix the things. But again, I would recommend for you to look at it from the bigger perspective or the whole chart in order for us to see the outcome of it. Because even Rahu Ketu here is in 1-7. This is definitely shows a strong theme about ending or new beginning related to marriage, relationship, partnership, friendship. But that is something or people that you've been actually used to be with for very long term. All right. Or it can also show an unexpected people connections and new friendship, yeah, may show up during this period where it really gonna revive and change the way how you see life and others. So this is can be very very much transformative period for Leo. Okay, so good luck for Leo. Now let us talk about Virgo. So for Virgo Lagna here, we have Shani going to move retrograde in your seventh house, and is actually the ruler of your fifth house and your sixth house. This is also almost the same as what we already explained for Leo and Cancer, all right? The context related to marriage, relationship, partnership, friendship will be the main theme during this period. So some people will get new connection, new relationship, ignition of something. Maybe it's been in the past, but it just didn't really materialize. So it can show something from the past may come up during this time, right? And things will start to move in the right direction. But some other, it can indicate also ending. It can also finalizing. It may shows separation, or some issues and problem related to the marriage and relationship may show up, or even the business partnership may come up during this period, because Saturn here would like really to put some sort of structure and foundation in the context of your relationship with people. All right, your perspective, your views will change, your desire actually will change, the way how you are looking at it will change. So this is more as deep transformation from within, that what type of people like really serve and help me, and what others that really I need to let them go. Saturn here will reveal it to you. This is one thing. Now, another thing we can see here is the Lord of the Fifth falling into the seventh house. So if you are actually single, or you are actually looking for investor, you are actually looking to ignite some relationship, or just being closer to someone, this is shows that there will be some personalities and character from your past life would start to show up during this period, and he can really get close to you. All right, or if that karmic exchange between you and that person is actually ended or finalized and finished, you will just walking away and just being with your own self, or with a new group here. Fifth house here shows that the person will get good amount of self-esteem, self-confidence, because of the support and the people that are around. All right, or they will learn things again about people that are around them. It shows the person will be trying their best to boost up when it comes to their work, their business, job, finance thing. It seems may get better in upcoming period. If let's say you've been actually facing some slowness and uneasiness in the last few months, all right, Shani here can be slightly karmic, to be very frank with you. I think it will depend really of how your chart is actually going, and in which direction it's just really heading for you. But definitely Shani theme here, make up things, break up things when it comes to your relationship with others. Now the others, again, it can be anything. Could be your marriage, could be your friendship, could be a work connection, could be even your friends. Okay, but this is again quite karmic for Virgo Lagna. You will really know what you want, what you need in life. This is more as a how can I say, self-development or revolutionary kind of period. Okay, so good luck for Virgo. Now coming to Libra. So, for Libra Lagna, we have here Shani is retrograding in your sixth house, and it's the Lord of your fifth and Lord of your fourth house. Such combination can be slightly a problem when it comes to home stability, family, connection with everyone at home, all right? And also could be related to enemies and opposition in your workplace. So usually when Shani is transiting the sixth house and then it's moving retrograde, that means it will try to let you finalize some karma related to others. Now again, that others could be anything, could be past life karma, okay, which I have seen it a lot. That, for example, the person can get into unexpected debt, but at the same time maybe cleaning their debt, unexpected inheritance, unexpectedly clearing up things, revealing things about people around them, the truth of them will start to show up. So all of this shake up, you can say, may happen in upcoming period, but again, that not necessarily means in negative way. You need to take it in lighter heart, that maybe this is the time for me to change myself, revolute to become the best version of myself. Traveling, okay, movement can be seen. Taking care of kids, there can be some matter related to kids that you need to pay attention to, you need to take care of, or maybe your attention to will be shifted towards them in upcoming period. It also can be seen. All right, buying property, selling property, if there's something related even to investment can happen during this time. Just one thing to be careful of is enemies. Only enemy you need to be really open your eyes about them, because they may reveal themselves during this period, whether it's from work or from home. right? Or the family members, you can say, even extended. So that's the only thing you need to be careful of, because sixth house, I guess, is the house of opposition, enemies, problems that comes from them. All right. So good luck for Libra. Now coming to the sign of Scorpio. Okay, for Scorpio, we have Shani here retrograde in your fifth house, and is the lord of your third and lord of your fourth. Such combination usually shows there will be a strong focus towards kids, establishing, restructuring the family. It shows someone who will be buying a property, could be selling a property, someone who will be learning new skill, new ability, expansion, all right? Expansion in professional network circle, in connection, but it's more as learning phase for you, where you'll be learning new things, where how you can implement that into your work and your career, learning new things, how you can become more confident, more aware of your energy and others. It shows that learning new things also related to kids, how I can raise them better, how I can become a good mother, good father, good husband, good wife, and so on and so on. It's also about learning about your partner, because fifth houses has to do with house of romance, right? And emotion also. But again, it's more as a joyful part of romance here. Therefore, it can indicate that maybe the partner here will demand certain changes, or you will be demanding certain things that you need your partner to change and cope with. All we can see when Shani here moving retrograde in the fifth house. All right. But one thing definitely you will feel it is self-development. So if let's say you're wanting to get some admission somewhere, or maybe traveling somewhere, just part of you that I really want to visit this place and just like learn new things, experience, explore new things. Shani retrograde in Pisces will definitely, with God grace, will give it to you. Okay. So good luck for Scorpio. Now coming to Sagittarius. Shani here retrograde in the fourth house and is the lord of your third, lord of your second. Shani retrograde in the fourth house usually can indicate some reshuffle and restructure and building up something new in the home and family sector. Now, it can indicate multiple things. Again, it depends on which dasha and what's going on actually in your chart. It can sometimes show that some unexpected issues and problems may be going on in the at home. When Shani retrograde right now, things will got better or will be solved. All right. Number two, if let's say things are actually very peaceful, Nadia, actually very great, there can be some changes in the house. So let's say, for example, unexpected relocation, unexpected renovation may happen, right? Someone will need something at home where you will need to pay attention to. Maybe someone will be moved in or move out from the house. So some dynamic here related to your routine in your house may change because of other members here going through something. Okay, so we will usually see that, number one. Number two, because it's connected to your third house and connected to your second house, sometimes it may indicate misunderstanding, miscommunication with them. It can happen during this period, all right? Therefore, it can intensify this situation if it's indeed intense, if it's indeed problematic right now. So you need to calm yourself down. In some cases, if let's say you're wanting to actually sell a property, buy a property, or just running renovation, or maybe attaining some inheritance, attaining some money from it, now Shani retrograde is really going to help you to do that. Okay. um because it's connected to the second house of finance, usually it shows the expenses towards the house. So again, it could be in a good way that you're putting your down payment and you buy a new property. It could be also slightly negative way that someone in the house will need my help, my support, that's why I am spending. Okay, so it depend on your overall chart. Okay, so good luck for Sagittarius. Now coming to Capricorn. Coming to Capricorn, we can see here Shani is retrograding in your third house and is actually the ruler of your second house and Lagna. Can be quite an influential period for you, where the way how you express yourself, talk, communicate, showing up yourself will start to change. So it could be in the larger scale where your mindset, your energy will start to shift, or it can be in a minor way, maybe the way how you dress up, the way how you want to present yourself will start to change. So it will depend on your own personal chart of how intense it is. Okay, but definitely it shows the person will be working hard to develop themselves when it comes to maybe their finance, yeah, because it's the second house, their finance, their reputation, their self-esteem, their self-confidence, because third house has to do with how I am carrying myself actually out there. So the person will be learning new skill, new ability during this period. Some matter related to the family can get activated during this period, especially correlating to the sibling. All right, maybe the sibling here will need some help and support, or maybe some financial help and support can be related to that, may activate during this time. Okay. Just sometimes I have noticed that when the lagna is being activated, the person may face some sort of issues and problems in their shoulder. All right, in the shoulder, arm, neck area. Just like try to stretch yourself as much as you can whenever you have time. All right, do your exercises very well, because it can make your body feel slightly stiff when Shani here moving retrograde, because it's your lagna lord. Okay. Um, Nothing much going on with Capricorn. It's just that the person again can overthink, overanalyzing, thinking a lot about where they are at in life and where they're supposed to be now, how I supposed to get myself out of this and how I can move on. Now that doesn't mean it's gonna be a problem. It just mentally and emotionally you feel like you are not in the place where you're supposed to be. Now I need to push myself more, because third house is more has to do with your personal things, the way how you see yourself. Okay, so good luck for Capricorn. Now, coming to Aquarius. Okay, so for Aquarius here, Shani is the lord of your Lagna, 12th house, and also is falling into your second house, right? It will be moving retrograde. This is can be almost the same as I explained for Leo. If you are listening to this, please listen to you, Leo, because there will be a lot of similarity here. Shani can be slightly a karmic period here when it comes to the way how you look at yourself, because it's your lagna, right? The way how you look yourself, the way how you manage yourself, the way how you really take care of your finance, stability, security. Okay, it sometimes can show high expenses. Now that high expenses can be in different way. Could be, for example, related to business and work. That's why you're spending a lot, or it can be related to the family, some family members, some family member that need some help, or most of the time also has to do with self-development, aka like traveling. But I really do not think it will be expenses towards family, is more as towards yourself, that maybe you want to just pamper yourself, take care of yourself. You feel like maybe I need to invest under my name, right? I need to open new account under my name. I just need to settle myself as much as I can when it comes to finance. So there is that energy of self-doubt sometimes, a lowering up self-esteem, which is somehow somewhere correlating to the family. So maybe the family here make you feel in this way. The family here make you feel like I need to work harder. I will need to make harder. I will just like need to boost up myself harder. Okay, because there is Rahu Ketu here is in 1/7 axis, it can show some sort of karmic a period when it comes to relationship. So again, like new people coming, new people leaving, and new people trying to impact and influence you in positive way and others in negative way. So you just need to be in discernment to whom you need to listen to and who you need to just ignore. Okay, because you just need to have that discernment of yourself. All right, so good luck for Aquarius. Now coming to Pisces. Okay, 1 second. All right, so for Pisces here, okay, it's also quite impactful period for Pisces. We can see that Shani is moving retrograde in the Lagna and is the lord of your 12 and lord of your 11. um This is definitely will impact the person mentally and emotionally. All right. Uh, it can may impact them as overthinking, overanalyzing, but again, it depends on the overall chart that the overall chart as in full. Let's say, for example, your dasha, and if there any planet in your lagna, all right, it can make you overthink, overanalyze a lot. It will let the person feel like, I want to detach, I want to kind of go away, I just need to escape, because just everything just too much for me, because it's gone activating your 12th house here. All right. It also can shows overthinking, overanalyzing related to gains and career. Okay. Um, Therefore, you will try your best to find different opportunities or different source of income in upcoming period when Shani retrograding. Some cases it shows the person may change their job, all right? May change their job, maybe getting promotion. Some people may leave their job in order for them to follow their dream, all right, and just do whatever they wanted in life, right? Because also Shani here retrograding in your lagna, it indicates the person personality, character, mental, emotional state may start to shift and change because of whatever epiphany they will be facing and go through in their work and finance and money. Okay, constant traveling, constant movement also can be seen during this period. Just one thing you need to be careful of is mental state, because overthinking, overanalyzing will be quite common in upcoming 4 month period. All right. So good luck for Pisces. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening. Wishing you all the best. Stay good and be good. See you soon. Bye bye.